Saying grief is love with nowhere to go. So if we talk about grief, no one understands it as well as Caleb, a soldier in a special unit who has watched so many of his comrades die, and Elena, a painter who sees emotions in color and watched her twin brother pass from an illness. Caleb sustains an injury on field and is sent to the barracks to heal. He contemplates his life choices, spends his days writing poems, and finds himself in an emotional limbo, considering his career choices. Elena, overcome with grief, sought to escape her life. With bags packed, she waits at the bus station day after day, but never takes the plunge. Until one day, she does, stepping into her dream life in paradise. Still overcome with grief, she slowly recovers, immersing herself in art, books, and life. Meanwhile, Caleb's struggles continue. He is advised to go on walks around a beautiful island, and it is during one of his walks, Elena's art studio catches his attention. He stares at the painting displayed for hours. The next day, as he walks past, it is Elena herself reading at the window that captivates him. Elena thrives in this new place. She paints more in her new paradise. One day, she decides to host an exhibit, and an impressive amount of people show up, curious about the new artist that has brightened up their beautiful little island. Caleb comes too, and Elena watches him from a corner, immersed in her work. He goes back to the barracks, moved by her work, and writes a poem dedicated to the beauty of it. After much contemplation and being shy, he hands Elena the poem on a random day. She is moved to tears by it, understanding that Caleb doesn't see the world exactly like she sees it, but he has a similar understanding. One day, she propositions Caleb to draw a portrait of him if he teaches her to write poems like him. The two start a symbiotic relationship that brings back a type of light into their lives. Lights they were missing. They spend hours on end together, going on walks on the beach, coffee dates after, and their favorite was writing dates. They spend a lot of time together, and mutual and deep feelings develop along the line. On one of their walks, Caleb proposes to Elena, and the two were more than happy. The meeting with Elena and Caleb's mother was not as pleasant as she had hoped. His mother had high hopes for his bride, hoping for someone with a professional career, a doctor or a lawyer maybe. Till her wedding morning, Elena worried about her new mother-in-law's attitude. She and her friends had an unpleasant attitude at the ceremony, although it was one filled with love. Marital bliss came easily to them. Elena and Caleb buried themselves in each other, not having to think about Caleb's career or the world outside. It was just them. This bliss lasted a year long. But one day, Elena sets the table on their anniversary dinner. He was late, but she wasn't worried. Candles lit, waiting for him. But when he came, her smile falls. Caleb is in his full military attire. "I've been called to service," he says coldly. Elena had expected him to walk away from this career, but Caleb also didn't know who he was if he wasn't serving or protecting. "Stay here. Serve and protect me," she pleads. But he doesn't budge on his decision. And in the heat of the moment, Elena blurts something she doesn't mean. "If you leave, don't come back," she says. But he leaves anyways. She watches his back as he leaves, overcome with grief and loss. She wished he wouldn't leave, but he did. Caleb is distracted on duty. All he can think about is Elena. He stares at her pictures often and writes poems about her. No matter how fierce the battle rages on, or how bloody his hands were, he would write of her alone. His mind remains on her. Meanwhile, Elena buries herself in work. She nurses her heartbreak and waits for him regardless. One night, she dreams of his hands reaching for her. Still upset, her angry hands push him away. His hands ascend to heaven, but keeps reaching down for her as it floats up to the sky. That night, bullets rained from the sky, and no one from his unit came out alive. As they narrate what happened to Elena, she remains still and lifeless. It had happened. She caused this. She told him not to come back, and now he never will. The life had been sucked out of her. Lifelessly, she takes the box of keepsakes from them. The box had nothing of him and all of her. The pages of poems about Elena, his dog tagged, and pictures of them together were all he had in his treasured box. Grief is love with nowhere to go, and Elena had a lot of grief, a lot of love for Caleb. She stops painting and spends all her time spilling over his words, losing herself completely in them. And when she gets to the last pages of his poem, it reads, "Because no one ever thinks anything is missing until they see light and realize everything has been missing. She is my everything, she is my light." Those words pull her from the darkness, and slowly and surely, she decides to become his light again, the light he remembers. Elena recovers her passion for painting. She refuses to let him go completely and still falls asleep reading his words. She gets his poems published as a book compilation of poems, naming it "The Absence of You." Often, she walks the beach alone. The water had washed away their footprints, and now only her lone steps exist in the sand. But being there felt like his existence was still with her, so she visited often, keeping his memory close and his poems closer. Elena didn't grow old loving only Caleb, but he always held a big part of her heart, the part that believed in color and in darkness, the part that loved and lost and loved still.